Okay, people, which much saying that during my sanity.
Censored beats in this video are classified names or locations that are withheld from public hearing and are therefore edited for legal reasons from the SCP agency. In association with the SCP website, Secure, Contain, Protect.
This video contains disturbing content, violent content, scary content, flashing lights, and sudden loud noises. Viewer discretion
advised. Anyone who
advised.
has epilepsy or something to do with having seizures, please don't watch it. No.
The SCP Foundation is an organization of numerous doctors, researchers, and agents aiming to understand and catalog anomalous objects and keep them from getting into the wrong hands.
SCP objects are classified into three main categories of safety: safe, or understood objects which can be left alone with no major consequences; Euclid, for not well understood objects which may cause containment breaches if not actively watched; and Keter, for dangerous objects that will break containment and do harm unless they are surveyed 24/7, and may cause an end-of-the-world scenario.
Got right for some horror shit. I've seen this before. And I'm not laying it down right now. I'm ready for the first.
SCP-1351.
I do recommend that you do search these guys.
Object Class Euclid. SCP-1351 is a cave located within the Mammoth Cave National Park in Kentucky. Interestingly enough, this cave in no way follows the rules of gravity, space, nor time, as the warp tunnel beneath the sanctuary of the Earth's surface wraps around itself to form its own gravitational point. Basically, the floor begins to twist, and the one rock wall twists alongside it, reassuming positions parallel to its original location. It's been reported that the gravity within the cave depends on the situation and angle of the floor. The cave enters with a hole in the ceiling, which is unusual in comparison to the majority of the caves in the national park. However, the temporal anomalies within the cave itself has gained the most attention, as no one can give logical reason to explain why they happen or how they happen. A standard perimeter fence and signs warning away unauthorized personnel, and the access road to the entrance of SCP-1351 is marked Authorized Vehicles Only, to match nearby park roads which are not open to the general public. The permanent security team are the United States National Park Rangers and civilian speleologists. SCP-1351 was most recently discovered in 1995 by National Park Service
it's 50 minutes long because I had to make 5
to determine if it connected to the main cave system in the park. 3 expedition teams surveyed the interior between 1995 and 2002, determining the cavern to be sufficiently safe for a permanent research presence. Research operations are still ongoing.
Right. Next. Second one.
SCP-049. Object Class Euclid. SCP-049 is another humanoid character who, in addition to his mask, wears a black hooded robe, replicating that of which worn by plague doctors in 16th century Europe. Further studies reveal that his clothing is actually a part of SCP-049's physical figure, and although it feels like leather, it is actually the same material as its muscle tissue. 049's touch is invariably lethal to humans, causing the victim to suffer and then die. The plague doctor will dissect the body, injecting certain chemicals into the victim. After a period of a few minutes, the victim will resume vital signs and appear to reanimate. However, it seems completely without higher brain functions, and will wander aimlessly until it encounters another living human, At that point, the adrenaline and endorphin levels increase to approximately 300%, as it will attempt to kill any human beings it can find before returning to its mindless state and wandering until it comes across more humans. Detailed autopsies of 049's victims have found several unusual substances within the body, including and in the sternum region. However, several have yet to be identified and remain classified. The behavior of SCP-049 is unpredictable, and although it doesn't seem too menacing, the physical appearance is far from inviting. SCP-049 is held in a research sector heavily guarded and monitored at all times. It's been noted the SCP is capable of speech, as noted in one of the interviews held by Dr.
Now playing audio log 2957.
What is this place?
What? It's a
laboratory. It is quite marvelous. I now find it no wonder I've seen so few victims of the disease in here.
Yeah. You see, I thought you incapable of speech. I'm somewhat startled you, can.
Oh my, yes, good sir, I simply prefer not to.
Fight people.
Most victims of the disease are quite melancholy, and I do not react at all well to conversation. I have seen you several times now, and have not detected the disease in you. Therefore, I assume you are also a doctor.
Yes, actually.
Call
me but what disease are you talking about?
Why, good doctor, the great pestilence. What else?
Great pestilence? Oh, the plague.
Yeah, didn't that end?
Yeah, should have seen that coming.
Yeah, that ended.
But no one here is infected, I can assure
And
you.
it's dead, I think.
Oh, good doctor, I can assure you the pestilence is here, and I can sense it.
All your pieces.
It is my duty in life to rid the world of it.
You'll just be killing in this.
My cure is most effective.
Your cure? Your cure has cost hundreds of lives. Your cure is faulty.
Good doctor. My cure is most effective.
Explain how it is effective.
Killing the person will get rid of the plague.
Answer me.
It's pretty obvious. Kill the person. The plague's dead.
Dr. acknowledges authorized personnel to report to Lab 15A immediately. This interview is over. Subject refuses to speak and will now be placed back into containment.
Seconds.
End of recording.
Dear God, the best doctor in the world doesn't even have it. Sorry. After this, I'm gonna probably watch a bunch of SpongeBob.
SCP-1382. Object Class Euclid. SCP-1382 is a Red Sea Mark water buoy floating on the surface of Lake Michigan. All air and sea traffic must be redirected away from containment site. Although SCP-1382 has taken a fair amount of structural damage during its lifetime, it still stands tall, occasionally flashing out the SOS distress signal in Morse code in 10-second intervals. This mysterious buoy is anchored to a downed airliner lying deep beneath the surface of the water named Flight 441. This derelict aircraft contains the skeletal remains of 56 passengers and crew members who begin to animate, obtaining their natural body temperature of 37.0 degrees Celsius as registered by thermal imaging scanners and assume into the crash position in their seats. After 13 seconds of activity, all instances of passengers turn to face SCP-1382. They remain in this position until SCP-1382 ceases its SOS, at which point they collapse and become inert. It has been reported that the passengers are distressed due to the accounts before the crash, as opposed to
just end it right now.
The crash itself, implying that
that's fine.